So one of the first things I want to start with is just learning the notes through the cycle of fifths or the cycle of fourths. I'm just, for these videos, for these lessons, I'm just going to call it the cycle most of the time. And the cycle is the order of the notes, and we're gonna play the chords and all the different chord shapes and patterns. We're gonna play them from each note of the cycle. And so we're going to play these notes in a specific place, and we're going to be able to play up an octave for all of them. So the first note in the cycle is C. The next note is F. The next note is B flat. The next note is E flat. Next is A flat. D flat. G flat. B. Called the cycle or circle. That's another way. So we just played all the notes. I'm going to do it again, and I'm only playing these are our starting points. So I'm only playing on the A string and on the E string, and there's a pattern to it too. So for this. So first thing I would encourage you to do is just memorize the notes. C, just even without playing it on your bass. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G. Back to C, So there's some notes in there that have other note names. So C, that's always a C. F, pretty much always an F. B flat, that could be called an A sharp, but it's more commonly a B flat, but I know it's both. E flat, that is also a D sharp, but we're going to call it an E flat. It's more commonly called that. A flat could be called a G sharp. It's the same note. D flat is common, so is C sharp. It could be called, it's common that you'll see both of those. G flat, it's called G flat and called F sharp. Both very common. B, usually only called a B. E, A, D, G. So those, they are pretty consistent. But the ones that are sharps and flats, some of those have two names, and it's good to be aware of that. That's the cycle. That's the starting notes. Okay, now I'm going to move on to octaves. So going through the cycle, I'm going to play, it's the same note, it's just up an octave. And I'm going to play these with a collapsed fingering. So that means 4 fingers per 3 fret position. There's C. Here's the high C. So I'm gonna start on C. C, octave. Okay, now I'm gonna go to F. F, octave. So what I'm doing is I'm skipping a string. It's a pattern in that box area. You can see that. So root, octave. They're the same note, but they're an octave apart, and that's what we're going to build. The notes in between are what give the chord or the scale its quality, its sound, its flavor. So a scale that was just a C major scale, that's going root to octave. Those are the outside notes. Same with a chord. Here's a C major chord. There's my octave when I'm coming back, or a C minor, or a C dominant, or a C minor flat 5. The one thing that's in common, they all have the outer notes are the same. That's the root and the octave. So I'm going to go through and play all the notes through the cycle. C, octave, F, octave, B flat, octave, E flat, octave, A flat, octave, D flat, octave, G flat, octave, B, octave,